Right, video 10. This is the bedroom, this is where we start building. So, insulation and ceiling to start with, okay? Then I'll work my way down. I'm going to box these cables in. Okay, on with the spray glue again. Horrible stuff. Look at that. Look at that. Goes everywhere. That's it. I hate this stuff, but I haven't got long to go with it now. What I've done now is I'm starting to fit the spars across for me to attach. This is quite thick metal as well, so put my first screw in. All I did was drill a hole and then let the drill bit go up, touch the top, took the wood out of the way, drilled my hole, pilot hole, screwed into there. That's now in, so all I'm going to do now is just brace it now with screws. And there we go, just drive that into the hole. This could be just an innuendo van build, couldn't it, really, by the end of it all. Just pull it in. It doesn't have to be nipped right up tight, because I'll get a few screws in and then I'll just nip it and just keep pulling it, and then it'll mould to the shape then. Okay. I'll just show you quick now that I'm drilling in place now, so that I want that a bit more over there, so I'll hold that there like so. Just make sure I'm not drilling into a hole that's there. Quite a long drill bit, this one, slender one for that job. And then, because I can look over now, just apply the screw. Innuendos. Okay. Right, and I can see now, I just need to move it over slightly to get it in. There you go. See how that's pulling that up to the frame nice now. I'm going to put another one there. So I'm not going to stress and snap the wood. It gently shapes it to that. So just very gently. There we go, see? Oh, that's going up now. I have just come off night, so my brain isn't functioning properly. That's my excuse. Right. And it doesn't need it, but rather than put the pressure on that pulling all the way in, Just need Kenneth Williams now, don't it? Herb Matron. That's if you know the Carry On films, showing the age there. There, that's gripped. There we are, look at that, that's pulled into that, nice. And now, because I've done that, I should be able to pull that in a bit more now. There, look at that, that's lovely. That is really rigid now. Good stuff. Again, first one drilled in, marked so I can see the hole there. Then just push the screw in, just so it nips it into place. Second one then, ready to drill, you can see where the hole's going. Again, screw into that. There you go. You just pull it in slightly, and then you can follow the contour shape of the van roof. Then because that's why I went for the tongue and groove pine down that side, because I could follow the contour of the van a lot easier than if I put other stuff up. It's just what I feel like doing this time. Wood. It's a nice warm touch to it. So I'm putting quite a few screws in it. How many did I put in that one? Yeah, I put 4 in that one. So again, I'll go with 4 on this one. On there. Line that up. I'm going to have to hoover up again in this one. I tidied it up once. There we go. There we are. Nice. Nice. And then these over here. So you get the idea now. Okay, put one board up, anchored it just in the centre, and then screwed some wood onto there. I had to screw 2 more battens onto it to bring it out a little bit more, because if I'd have gone this way along I'd have used more, which isn't a problem, but if going long ways I'm covering like 2 parts of the roof almost perfectly, and it was too good an opportunity to miss. So I've gone it, that way across. Doesn't matter because it's a different ceiling there, so it doesn't look out of place. So yeah, that screw there was like a pilot screw just to get this in line, how far I wanted it, and then the second one gone in. Okay, finally got everything on. You saw previously how I was struggling because I was trying to line it up and everything like that. So what I did, took the whole thing down, assembled it on a flat piece of wood, taped it over the back so that the seams were together, and gaffer tape over them, and then got my partner to help me, and we held it between us, and we just put a couple of screws in just to get it into position, and then I've just gone round with small nails and just tacked it in. But beautiful, really happy with it. It's up now. That's the bedroom ceiling up. So things are moving on now. I can crack on with the rest of it. Tomorrow will be this partition here, and work my way round anyway. So obviously it'll be video. So that's how I did it. Flat surface, crack it all together to one solid piece, and then taped it at the back so it held it as a solid unit, and then offered it up, and then just put a couple of I'm just going to fill that, a little bit of wood filler there. Those will be inside a cupboard, so you won't see, because I'm going to put little cupboards there because I can have the LEDs along there. So, but yeah, she's in. So that's it. And there's only a tiny bit of sealing to do now. So happy days. Right. Onwards and upwards. Beer time. Beer o'clock. This is the base for the passenger seat. And I'm going to take this cowling off. It's come out of a Ford Transit, the old type, the one that we used to, the smiley face one or something. But anyway, that base is perfect. So, and this is for the passenger seat, as I said. So I'm going to give it a good clean down first. Take this cowling off and get it looking somewhat like. I've cut this piece of wood here, which is, it's a bit difficult for you to see at that angle, so I'll move it round. There. I've cut this piece. It's tongue and groove like the others. And I've cut that so that it's nice and level with there. I'm going to just tuck my cables in out the way, and then what will happen then is I'll just slide a little batten in there like so, and then that's what I'll just put a little screw into there just to hold that in place, because the bedroom wall fitting is going to come against here, so that will keep that nice and secure. So I shall just what do you call it, secure that in now. Cables are in. Get this a nice tight fit now. I've got the batten, little batten behind it, so I'll push that in now. There. There. And that's pushed that in nice and solid. And the cables are behind there as well. So I've turned it into like a kind of, you know, trunking box by creating that space. I'm just going to do the same now. All I did was got this little batten, put it behind here. Obviously when I push it in here, it's forcing the cables out of the way. Yeah, about there I think. Let's find a good spot. I don't want to stress the cables. There we go. So there's my spot there. Cables are tucked in nice. And all I've done is just made a little pilot hole, because this wood is prone to splitting if you're not careful. I've just nipped that in so it's actually just got hold of the batten for me. Then I'll do the same here. Just drill that bit out there. Yeah, that's fine. And then same again. There you go, that pulls that in now. and that's tucked into the ply as well now. So, and I know it's 2 screws, you know, sort of thing, but I can mask that up and put a corner piece in, you know, to cover that over. I'll just show you what it looks like. There. So cables are all tucked in there. They come up there now, look. That's my coax, 12 volt lighting and socket as well. Overkill with the cable, but it's free. I'm not going to turn it down, and better a bigger cable than a cable that's too small that's going to overheat. So that's in now, and there's a nice little, see the little gap there? And the cable feeds up nice. Okay, I've cut the side piece ready, and all I've done now is obviously where it's been cut, the inserts are missing, so I've got my own, pushed them in to the shape that I need, put that one in there ready. I'm just going to tack that down. And that's just nice. I just finished tacking them. For a little tip for you, if your nail, like mine, was slightly too long by the end piece there, rather than changing them, just clip them down. And then it's not going to go through the other side there. So now I've laid the carpet out, offered it up against it, got it to exactly where I need it. I only need it like from there to there, like so. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is just glue this side. Just wanted to use that one up because it was on its way out. Quite a warm wind blowing at the moment, so now line her up. I'm not fussed about the fact that the bottom end isn't done, because that's going to be underneath the bed so you won't see it. So that's ready. Let's have a go at getting that into place. What I've done is created myself a little unofficial aid, just a piece of wood against a car jack, and then all I'll do then, raise that up, and it allows me to get that piece of wood into shape. And there's only one of you working, you know, when you're lone working you always need that extra hand, and this is helping just to keep that in place until now I can move it around a little bit, make sure I'm happy, see that it's level, which it is. If you can see that, well, against there anyway, she's level. So let's have a little look. So now I'm going to secure it from the base, because I've got plenty of wood there. Just a little pilot hole. Set the screw into it. There we go. And I just want to make sure that that's forced right into the back there from the top. So I want it up to there. So it's kind of fingers and thumbs, but and there we go. That's nice and tight. That's in. So now I can start to secure it in do one up here just to pull that in nice. I might hang on though there and just secure it from here. Because I've also got the bed to fix in as well, and the bed will have fixings which will obviously create more support as well. So I'll push a screw in at the back here. And that's obviously created a pin underneath. That means I can remove this jack. That's in place, and it's just held nice so that I can work round it now. Right, push that in. But yeah, happy. That's in, it's a start. And this is where the kitchen now is starting to be enclosed, you know. So there we go. You can see that better now. So cover that over just to protect it a little bit, and the kitchen's now enclosed. I can now get on with working on a cupboard system. I was thinking just something small, spice racky kind of size, you know, just to help with a few bits, and obviously I can put a light under there then, which will create more light, which is not, you know, if that's dark. And then obviously we'll put cornice in there, stuff like that. So it gives me options now. Now I can crack on. Now I've got one side of the bedroom wall up, I can now work round or work on the frame basically. Right, I've measured the width, and I'm just going to do a couple of cuts now, just to these are the two main spars which will go along. So I'm going to build you know, just a square frame, like a picture frame. That'll be the top bit. Wind's picking up, there'll be a storm brewing. I'll cut another one of them now. Okay, I've cut the 2 pieces now, and what I'm going to do is just measure the gap in between there, which is 110 centimetres. I really have to get this van finished because look, I think somebody's growing impatient. He wants his camper van done. Hey Basil. He's like an ornament. I feel like I should be explaining that we've had a few hours delay, but you won't know that because of the beauty of editing. I had to rip all the appliances out again because I switched the gas on and left it on so that peace of mind while I started to build the bed frame. And then it started to rain, so I brought everything back in, and then when I got in I could smell gas, I could just faintly smell it. So I stripped everything out and I found a faulty joint. The collar wasn't sealed properly, but it's one of them things that really is a bugbear of mine. You know, it's a thing. So, and it's a good thing really. So everything was stripped, everything was checked and redone, and now there's no smell whatsoever. So everything's back together again. So bed frame, starting to put that together now. So I cut my 2 pieces, which were 110, I think, that length, and then whatever they were across from here. That long now, I've forgotten. There we go. So yeah, the 110 across crossbars there. Okay. So what I've done is change the drill bit, put a slightly longer drill bit on, clamp them together from the right angle, and the joints won't be load bearing because there'll be supports underneath, so that will take the weight. It will rest actually on top of something. As to what, I'm not sure, but it will rest on top of something, like a sort of struts, you know, a couple of leg supports, you know, that I can use, and that allows me to just lay the bed on top of something when it's done. So slightly bigger screw head. And she's in. Could have probably used a slightly bigger drill head, but there we go. Or just grown a pair while I'm screwing. So that's that corner done now. It's gash wood that I've used on other things. Like I say, it's on a budget, this build, and it's good wood, so I'm not going to waste it. There we go. So that's one joint there, look. Lovely. So what I'll do now is rest that on there, and we'll get on with the next one. There we go. Move my tools. Mr. Mannering. Right. And I'll prepare it and I'll pin the next one on now. Right, next corner. Again using a long drill bit. The reason I've gone back and forth with the drill bit just then was to not to pleasure the wood, but just to make that hole a little bit bigger. When I said earlier when I was screwing them in, they went in a bit harder. That sounds like a battery on its way out. Yeah, that's gone in lovely, see.